The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The 1130 Podcast and 1130 Entertainment presents Beyond 1130.
Yo, what it do, everybody, man? It's Thursday, episode 8 of Beyond 1130, man. We back at it. What's goody, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Beyond 1130. Yo, man, appreciate everyone definitely tuning in. We live here, you guys, man, on Instagram, Facebook, and definitely YouTube, you guys, man. If you're new to the show and if you haven't done so already, man, before we dive in and get ready for the show, I don't know what you're waiting for, man. Definitely hit that subscribe button down below, you guys, man. Like it, comment, share it, do all that great stuff. And don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms, as well as subscribe to the 1130 podcast, you guys, man. It's going to be a fun show. Great show, man. We about to get into it, man. I got the crew, got the gang back on with us, you guys. On this week's episode, Chanel won't be with us, you guys. She's having a new adventure going on in life. So she definitely will be back on another episode of Beyond 1130. But you guys, like I said, man, got the gang, got the crew. We're gonna get into it, man. For real. My guy, my bro, Brian B, the host of the Beeline Entertainment LLC, man. What's going on with your partner?
What up? What up? What up? What's good,
Hey.
bro? Another Thursday in the books.
Exactly. Another Thursday in the books, man. How your day been going?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Kind of handle some business today. Been taking it easy. Got my last week off. I go back to work next week, and then chilling out, man. About to watch some movies tonight when we get it done.
Okay.
Chill out, bro.
Cool. Before we start though, have you seen that Deliverance movie everybody talking about on Netflix?
I didn't. I'm a horror fan, but I didn't.
That's why I asked.
I just didn't really. I don't know. It didn't appeal to me. It kind of seemed like it just wasn't my kind of. I wasn't the audience for it. I'm still going to check it out so I can talk about it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It didn't call out to me. You know what I really want to watch? That I've been wanting to watch again. If you haven't watched it, fucking Evil Dead Rises, bro. That shit was phenomenal. The last Evil Dead that came out, I saw it one time in the theaters. I'm about to watch it again when we get done. That's a great horror movie.
Okay, definitely. Big horror fan, man. So I definitely got to check that out. Also, you guys bringing on the lovely Harley. What's going on with you? How's everything?
Nothing much. Short week. I thought I heard y'all say y'all like horrors, but y'all like horror movies. Never mind. I was about to say me too. Goddamn. But never mind. Yeah. Great week. Short week. I've been having a good time, fellas.
Hey, that's what's up. No, not horrors though.
Not horrors.
Yeah, no more of that.
No more horrors. My bad.
Okay. Also, you guys, man, that's joining us on this week's episode. Like I said, Chanel's not joining us on this week's episode, but we got a returning guest, you guys. He's been on the 1130 podcast show, which actually is coming back in a couple of weeks. And also here on Beyond 1130, my guy, Kyle. What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing okay. Doing all right. Been going through some stuff lately, but I'm doing okay.
It's the place for it, Cal.
That's right, Kyle. Let us know.
Welcome in, boy.
Therapy right here.
Seriously.
Oh, Cal. Yeah, listen, I know that fucking life.
Cavity infection. Had to get a tooth pulled out. It's my third. It's my third time getting teeth pulled out, bro.
Are you scared of it still?
Am I more nervous than scared? Because after you get your wisdom teeth pulled out, there's really like it's like that's the scariest to me because they had to put me under for that. But
oh really?
Yeah. First time I got 3 teeth pulled out because I had too many teeth in my mouth. Right. It was right after I had my braces put in. They had to yank those out. Right. Then years later, I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, and just recently I had a tooth on the side on my left side. It got infected, and that had to be taken out.
Nope, I feel you, bro.
So now
I got this gap too. I got that motherfucker. And they like, you want to do a root canal? And all? Nope, pull that bitch out. Get it out.
Nope.
Man, I'm waiting. I'm waiting patient. I think I'm ducking for that day. I don't want to get no tooth pulled, no wisdom teeth. I know it's coming, But boy, even when just getting the filling or the teeth clean, what was it, a couple of months ago, man, and the whole face was just in I can't imagine.
Cleanings are, to me, cleanings are worse than getting. I was scared for my first tooth pulled, and then I was like bracing for it, and then they were like, "Okay, we're done." And I was like, "That's it." I was like, "That wasn't shit." But cleaning, when they scraping that shit off your face, nah, that shit hurt.
I hate that feeling too.
So me and the dentist, we don't have any issues because I have a crazy pain threshold. Like they be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." I also sleep through all of my tattoos, so.
Oh yeah, your tattoos.
Wow.
I can
have
nap
whole
the tattoos.
piece, and I be like this, knocked out, gone.
Yeah, tattoos. I'm cool. You know what I was thinking about the other day, Harley? I got my tattoos when I was young. So when I was there, first the crackhead did it, and then I had to go to the real shops to get all my shits touched up, to get them, done right. So, but when I was there, I had to kind of just do whatever they had. I was just sitting there, watching their, walls pretty much, especially when I was at the parlor. But now you got your phone. You can literally just watch a whole fucking movie getting a tattoo. When I was at the crackhead house, I was over there watching Fresh Prince on his little snowy TV. When I got my first fucking tattoos, yo. And but yeah, now I watch my phone and just be chilling.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm waiting on my first.
Artist. Mine is the tattoo on my stomach. I've only had one artist for all of my work, and he and I are just cool. We hang out, listen to music.
I'm trying to get my first tattoo. That
trying
to get my first one though. I ain't even got one yet though.
What you gonna get?
Rap, bro.
Name?
Say it again.
I said, what you gonna get? Little man's name?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe his date. Maybe the day he was born or something like that. Though I'm not sure.
Get some dope shit, man. I want to get some more. It's been a long time since I've gotten a tattoo. I want to get some more. I really want to complete my arms, yo. Like I wanted to, because this top part is pretty much done. I got a little bit more, but this part I still got to get a whole bunch of shit done.
My last one I had at 19, but I haven't had any luck with artists that can draw it. You know what I mean? So
really,
yeah.
Most of my money. Most of my work is freehand. My mom is named Rose, so I have a ton of roses on my body. I got a couple of fairies on my body. I'm a Leo, so I have 3 lions on my body. I have a dream catcher, but most of my tattoos are freehand. Like I'll tell my artists, because we've been around each other for so long, so I'll tell them kind of like what my vision is, and then I'll go to sleep. And I usually do tap out, so you do a flat rate for a certain amount of time, and 4 hours later, wherever we've gotten, I'll do another tap out. Like my back piece, I got a bunch of flowers, but there's no color in them. So my next tap out will be just adding color to all my flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to go. It's crazy we having this conversation. I was just thinking about that shit. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, yeah, I want to go fill in my tattoos and shit and just kind of get everything completed. I'm about to be 40 in a couple years. I want to have all that shit done.
Definitely. Trying to get all of it done, man, before you hit 40, man. Your body reacts to stuff a little different and be like, oh shit, man. God damn. Woke up, arm hurting and everything. Like shit. All right. All right, you guys, man. We're gonna get into our first topic of tonight's episode, man. I don't know if you guys seen this viral video going around on social media, man. It was this entitled woman. And actually, the crazy thing about this situation, I don't know if you guys listen to the radio, and I know a lot of people don't listen to the radio too much though, but I heard it actually on the radio. So the radio was on, and I thought it was actually a conversation going on between, 2 people on the radio and shit like that. But then Babe come in, she was like, "Oh no, you ain't seen that video on social media?" And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't seen it." So I checked it out. It's an entitled woman who get a call. Well, actually, I'm gonna play this video though, but and we're gonna discuss more on this, right?
Okay, can you I'm sorry, I didn't can you say that again?
Yeah. Hi, Tatiana. This is Shelly from HR.
From HR, okay. Me? No, I don't remember you, but what's going on?
Well, we had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness.
Okay.
Do you know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Wow.
We had a discussion about that.
12 minutes.
Yeah, but you know they're waiting on you to be there, clocked in and ready to work at 6.
Okay.
So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today, because also on 7/28 you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
Yes, that's 21 minutes of company time.
But I still work though. Like I still like. Why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to call you because we had that discussion, remember, about...
And that was the day that I let my... all right, keep going.
So you were also on 8/8, you clocked in at, like, 6:32.
That was it. Okay, so I let my cousin use my car the night before, and he didn't bring it. He overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. Man. So, like, I still made it, though.
That was literally, like, 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday. Like, I already told you.
Request that day off work, though.
But y'all know, that's my birthday. I'm not...
No,
that's fine. All right. Okay.
Everyone works on their birthday. Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Grown for me too, baby. I don't work on my birthday, but I'm gonna call off.
I'll be there tomorrow, because that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Like, what? What? No.
Okay. Yes. All right. Entitled woman, you guys, man. Get a call from HR, man, and she's been showing up late from work, and I just heard Holly say, she kind of like she don't work on her birthday though, but what do you guys think about this, man? You feel like this woman is very entitled though, from not just everybody got work on their birthday. I mean, some people may already put it 2-week notice in a couple of days before. Hell, just be like, shit, I'm not working today on my birthday though. But not even just the birthday part. She was like, okay, well, 12 minutes late. She seemed confused, like, as an adult, you would know that you got responsibilities and you got to be accountable, to showing up for work if you got a fucking job.
These children don't care about nobody's time. And honestly, the way life has been set up recently, I can understand why there are a lot of issues with time. I think even in another episode, we were talking about how, like, people that are, I'm 33, people that are at 26 and younger that I've experienced, some of them can't have conversations. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not everybody, but a lot of folks that are 26 and younger that I've had actual conversations with can't uphold conversations. A lot of the social skills have just been missing in the people that have come kind of behind the generation that I came in. I don't know where the mishap happened. I don't know what happened. We want to blame the 2 years that everybody spent at home. That it's kind of making people not really be urgent.
Can't be 2 years.
Right. But like a lot of these people are adults. So it's like we can't blame everything on the fucking pandemic. Like some people just have not learned to respect other people's time. And it sucks that people don't understand how to respect other people's time, because I am a big stickler for time. Like Dr. Lee off of Drumline, if you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you know what I mean? Like I don't play around with people's time. If you tell me I need to be somewhere at 8:00, I'm usually there 5 minutes ahead of time. I do not like to play around with people's time. And that's all I hear in this video is like, people have gotten to the point where time doesn't matter because people are starting to feel whatever they want to feel about their lives. And when time stops mattering, then now we're just like, fuck it to everything. And I just like, really, we have to stop. We have to say not fuck it to something. Me, a person that is an advocate for fuck it, you still have to know when not to say fuck it.
Very true. I completely agree with what Harley just said. And I mean, all the way, because I feel the same exact way. I feel like there's so many and it's our generation, is whatever you want to call it. I can just, age gap it, I guess, like from, maybe 28, maybe to like, up to almost 40 in that period. We understand. I think we have a different understanding. Not that we weren't reckless, not that we weren't wild, not that we didn't grow up in a different kind of mentality, but it just seems like, this younger generation that's, in their 20s, late teens, early teens, even, It's just a different understanding. I don't know if I don't know if part of it is all of this fucking just self-entitlement. Everybody feels like everything that they say is so important. Everything that they do is so important. Everybody in the planet should be so understanding to their standards and their dynamic. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a false reality that's been created and motherfuckers can't escape it anymore. Everybody wants to be gratified. Everybody wants to be satisfied. And you can't live that way. You talking to your boss, she's literally telling you like, hey, listen, we firing your ass because you ain't never on fucking time for the job, period. And she's like, what do you mean I'm not on time? Well, you were late 6:30. Just 20 minutes. That's only 20. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I wasting air at this point talking to you?
I blame that weak ass HR lady because you're it's basically terminated. No, bitch, you're fired.
You're fired. Fuck terminated. You're done.
Yeah.
You need Gordon Ramsay in that motherfucker.
That's another thing. We dance around. We use such soft terminology. Your employment has been terminated. You are fired because you don't respect our time.
Thank you. Me and Harley on fucking the same shit right now? What's going on?
I'm like, it must be a full moon tonight, but it's the truth though. Like that ass, like and being a person who advocates for freedom and being a person who advocates for doing what you want to do, like I said last week, you have to learn the rules to figure out how to break them and in what ways that will break them that does not break you.
Exactly.
You're right.
Completely agree.
I agree. I agree too. No, but I don't want to blame it on the pandemic or some other stuff where it's like this new generation is like they so caught up either within themselves or they not in tune to reality to where it's like, okay, you know, if I got a job, then it's like, you know, I don't necessarily, because I feel like normally, you know, yes, you got in this day and age, yes, you got a lot of more women out that's busting their ass out, you know, working jobs as well as men though. But I feel like if you know you are raised in a two-parent household and maybe the mom don't got a job and maybe the dad do, or vice versa though, you know, you saw the representation or you saw it through your parents, you know, to like, you know what, if I want shit that I want in life or that I need to pay the bills, I gotta go to work though. And it's not more so like, oh well, you know what, it's my birthday, fuck everything else though. I mean, like I just feel like at that point though, you know, you gotta reevaluate, you know, your life in a way.
Yeah.
And you can say fuck the world on your birthday. But for instance, my birthday is July 28th. That second week of July and the first week of August, I work my ass off because fuck the world the last week of July. But I still make it up. And that I think that's the issue, is that a lot of these kids are being raised by parents from our generation. And we struggle so much that we coddle our children. Because I've watched my little niece is 23 and my sister is 10 years older than me. And I watch sometimes, I'll be like, I'm so grateful that my niece takes her own initiative and has a lot of her own like her own inside motivation. But if she would just lean into the coddling that my sister did for her, I don't think that she would be as far along in her life. Because every time there's a moment where my little niece is about to hit her head on the ground, here comes my sister. And that's great as a parent, but sometimes you gotta let that kid hit the ground. I literally had to advocate for that in my household. I told my mom when I was like 16, please stop saving me. Because one day you're not going to be here and the ground is going to hit my face so hard. The ground is going to hit my face so hard and I'm not going to be able to fathom it. I would rather fall while you're still alive to lick my wounds and make me feel okay than for you to keep saving me and saving me and saving me. And then I have this idea in my head that everybody's going to save me, and they're not. They're not. And a lot of these parents are saving these kids. I work for a dermatologist's office. I get more phone calls from 40 and 50-year-old parents paying 20-year-old bills than I have ever heard anybody pay any of my parents.
Yeah, that shit fucking crazy.
These people, these kids are still being raised. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying throw a kid out in the middle of the street at 18 and say, fuck you. But you have to let people be an adult, because one day they're going to wake up and not know how to be an adult.
Yep. Facts.
Yep. Personally, I feel like that was the nicest firing I've ever heard.
She was home even.
Like the nicest firing I've ever heard. But as soon as they mentioned the time, because I had seen part of this on my Instagram feed. And as soon as I heard, I was, 7 minutes, 20 minutes, like, okay, she don't care. Scroll up, she's fired, done. She does not care. As soon as the HR person was talking about the times this woman was missing, right? It reminded me of when I would punch in, when I would clock in to my job, right? If you were 7 minutes late, right? If you were 7 minutes late for your shift, like 3 to 4 minutes, they give you a little bit of leeway. 7 minutes and on, you are considered late. You gotta make that up, right? It's just that right there is just she's careless. She did not care. I found it very interesting that she also felt the need to record this as if she was being victimized or something. She honestly did not care, So no, I know people that just got laid off like days ago with no real reason whatsoever. They've had the job for as long as they've had the job. It's paying their bills. They're working on time. It's a decent job. They like their job. And then one day they get to the office ready to go. As soon as they clock in, it's like, we got to let you go. Your entire department's being changed over. But this person right here, this young lady right here, just did not care and deserved to be fired. Point blank, period. So I hope whatever is going on. Like, hey, everybody would love to get to have a day off on their birthday, understandable. But tell the people and ask somebody to cover you first. That way you won't have to worry about going in, missing out on whatever, and possibly getting a penalty for whatever the heck the job is. Because he's like, oh, it's my birthday. I'm not working. I'm not working on my birthday. Did they know that? Like, like legit,
probably not.
Channels. Just go through the channels.
Yeah. And like you guys were saying, like, this all makes, just a couple of things. Like, first off, I agree with you, Kyle. Like, she didn't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, or at least that's how it comes off while she's talking to the lady.
Very much so, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if you don't care, why do you got to have attitude? Why are you arguing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it's just like, do you just like to be a fucking problem? Like, that's what it comes off more than anything. It's like, okay, I don't care. Well, it was my birthday, so I ain't doing it. Yeah, I came at 6:30. My boyfriend had a car, whatever. Deal with it. But then you over here, like, why are you arguing? Like, you understand what you did. So that's where, like, the accountability conversation starts coming in. Like, you just want to be fucking reckless and just run free, and the world is your oyster, and we just got to settle with your decisions, and that's it.
That
like
and
said,
clickbait. I know I'm already fired. I know I'm fucked up. I know I might as well get some views off of this because I know I'm gonna go viral, and so maybe I'm gonna get a little social bucks off of this. So I'm about to record it because I already know I'm fucked up. I know they finna fire me. You probably left work early and fast because you knew that HR was looking for you, so they called you, and you came on home and you set up your camera because now I just need a story.
Yeah, that's true too. Or it's fake altogether. That's another fucking possibility. Because who's got everything set up? You got a cell phone and your other cell phone to record you. Yeah. That's a possibility too.
We think about all of them videos of the women turning down the restaurants or whatever. We know these are people who probably went on a date of their own recognizance, and then they recorded a video that can become a topic on the conversation on a podcast. And now their video is being circulated.
But shit still does happen like this and that. So the topic is still relevant because even if this shit is fake, there's definitely somebody out there right now. What do you mean I'm fired? Yes, and it's real as shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's still relevant.
I will still discuss it because people are always like, well, why do you have to go out of your way to say that it's clickbait? I will still discuss it because I love the plot. But we have to say that. Like I have to say that. It makes me feel better.
And it helps people know that you're not just naive and you're just being tricked and fooled by the world. We understand. You don't gotta tell us, but that's fake anyway. Nigga, we get it. But we still want to talk about it. But the shit that ain't fake.
Yeah. And like I said a little bit before, I think it got a lot to do with her upbringing. I don't think and then also a little bit what Harley said too. You get you'll get these parents who still want to coddle their kids though, and either they make a mistake or whatever like that, and it's like, oh well, my child didn't do anything, and in some cases, hey, they didn't though, but you got this grown ass lady up here that still want to act like she 12 years old and don't want to have no responsibilities though, so that's how I look at it though. I feel like so, and then that's another way too also, Cal, when uh she got the HR person on the phone, and you figure like you figured that you're about to get fired. You was late. You ain't show up. This been going on, and you just pulled out the camera. So yeah, that also been a discussion too. A lot of videos just doing it for clout or just to go viral on social media and stuff too. But yeah, it's crazy though. It's shocking that she was surprised.
I'm sorry, but that'll mess you up if you're trying to look for jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like
they wouldn't be famous.
I'll be famous.
If 12,000 people like this video, then 12,000 people then came over to my content, them 12,000 people might stay, or at least 5,000 of them. And now I feel like I got the potential to go viral. I'm gonna just keep doing wild shit.
But
hey, you might. That's the thing that's crazy.
And that could happen, but they forget. But people also forget that even if you were to go viral one day, then you got to keep it moving because the algorithm changes daily, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not like that same. It's not like that same stunt is going to get you the same amount of views and the same amount of attention that it got you the last time.
Nobody.
That's why these motherfuckers is running around in Walmart, just doing reckless bullshit. Like this new nigga that I see now who's running in the street. Don't never give up. Don't never. And he pours fucking cereal and flour and milk and chocolate and shit on him. In the middle, I'll just fucking Walmart up, stand there by the registers in the middle of the aisle. I saw one he was doing it in traffic, in front of traffic, pouring a whole bunch of shit on himself and just yelling and kind of dancing over it like a fucking imbecile, yo. And just like you just said, for the clout. Because you need some kind of crazy ass, situation, especially if you're just an untalented fucking idiot. Yep. You need some kind of crazy situation to get people to watch. Like, what's wrong with this? Or you got to do something stupid and just keep doing stupid shit. I just did a whole fucking episode on Tuesday about people how easy it is to get fame. It's easier than it ever been. With the right amount of dedication, you can literally be fucking famous now. Do anything. But the thing is, people ain't prepared for that shit.
Nope.
People ain't prepared to keep going. Like you just said, Kyle, they're not prepared to keep going. They don't even know what the fuck. Once that cereal guy gets famous, now he's like, okay, well, now I'm tired of watching them dump cereal. What's he gonna do next? Now you're gonna go try to rob somebody or prank people and fuck with like this new prankster kissing people and shit. Bro, it's a mess, man. It's a fucking mess, yo.
Just like Brian said, and someone told me, like, a lot of people, want to just go viral, and a lot of people want to just be famous, but not realizing that you're going viral for the wrong reasons. A lot of people go viral for the wrong reasons, and it's crazy though, because it is crazy. A lot of the pranksters I see just doing, a bunch of dumb stuff though, and it's like people are chasing to be motherfuckers that's famous don't even want to be famous no more. You feel me? Like, it's crazy though, and it's just
Tyrese.
chasing them. Tyrese. A lot of
Tyrese don't want to be famous no more. I'll tell y'all right now, he ain't the only one.
That shit. He's so tired.
Diddy too.
Yeah.
Diddy don't want that shit no more.
Diddy want to be famous. Diddy just gone because he don't want to be seen no more. Diddy still want exactly what Sean Puffy Combs wanted when he had that big ass jacket on and that damn cheese grater doing this in '93. He wants the same thing. It's just that shit caught up with him. So he over there no extradite land, and I don't blame him. Shit. I mean,
I don't think J-Lo wants that shit no more. I think there's a lot of stars, especially the older ones. They don't want that clout no more.
Nobody ever. Nobody. Just a second. I'm gonna let you go. No, I don't think nobody ever realized, like, you know what, shit, what it's gonna be like once they get famous. Though, we see the outside of it, like, oh, they got big houses, nice cars, they on television, entertainers, or whatever the case may be, a lot of money, but don't realize, and like, yeah, you don't have no privacy, you don't have no life, and like, it's a whole lot more shit to go into just being famous. And also, like Brown said, the dedication, just to put it in. And even if going viral, people, like, even music, people will go viral for little musics, and then a year later, that you don't even hear the shit no more. So that's
one hit
yeah,
wonder.
one hit wonder. So it's like, come on, man. Like, just I think just focus on what you got going on, especially if you're doing content and not just trying to go viral, or that's make that the objective of everything. Let's go viral, and then let's go viral, and some stupid shit happen.
You know, when I first started doing this shit too, that was one big thing that I was trying to figure out. How do I get the most eyes on me? I was trying to do it with just talking, with just being somebody and just having a show and just trying to have engaging conversation that would captivate people. That was it. I wasn't trying to do no crazy reckless shit. I wasn't trying to go wild and put a movie production together. I was just trying to have good conversation like we having now. Like, where it's like, damn, somebody gonna hear this, and then they're gonna tell somebody else, and then bam, word of mouth is gonna get you, the views that you're trying to get or whatever, hopefully. But it's just like, as I started doing this and getting further doing this shit or whatever, this conversation right here is really what I started to understand. What kind of fame am I looking for? Like, what is this even something can I do it this way? Like, can I even get the kind of engagement that I'm looking forward to have millions of views with just having a show that talks a lot? I don't even know if that's fucking possible at this point, to be honest with you. Like, especially when the competition is just people doing random, reckless, crazy shit. Yep. And then people get used to always wanting to see that shit all the time. So it's difficult to even understand, but you do have to kind of ask yourself what kind of popularity or fame or viralness you need to do any of this shit, TikTok, whatever. Because you have a lot of competition, man. It's easy, but it's also hard because you're hot for 5 seconds and you're not even fucking longer. Yeah. So
I've always told myself I just want to keep doing what I love. And honestly, my goal is to still be able to go to Walmart and Target. Like I know that my natural talents, if I just keep putting my natural talents into this world, I am gonna have a huge fan base just because of who I am. And that's because of how hard I work. But I also I don't ever want to get to a point of fame where like stores have to shut down for me to go there. And sometimes I get afraid of like my talents because I feel like that is where I'm headed because of some of the things that I can do and all the ways I perform and even the way that I create and these things. And I really don't want that level of fame. Like I want to still be able to go to a store and like have to maybe take a couple pictures, sign a couple autographs, so people fuck with me. But I never, ever, ever want to get to a point where like people are like passing out because I'm in the space. Because I just don't think that highly of myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't gotta fake for me, baby. Take a quick picture, tell me how much you love my content. We can keep moving.
Yeah. When Harley just said that, it reminded me of something Michelle Obama used to talk about a lot too when she was the first lady in the White House, and she was like, man, look here, I'm black, I want to roll down my windows, and I can't even do that in the White House. So shit like that, let it already be known, like it's a whole lot of pressure than what people just think it is. I think more often than not, people just chasing, obviously, the clout, the follows, the likes, and to be money, and just fumble it all. So
and the sad reality is most times people are chasing all of the glorification, but they forget the fact that there is a group of people in this world that live to pick people apart and live to criticize. And so while people are going to love you for all the great things, I hope that you have gotten to the point where you have made peace with all the fucked up things about yourself. Because there's another thing about fame. People are going to dig in your shit. And when they dig in your shit, they're going to find some shit. And if you have not made peace with that shit, you're going to hate fame real fucking fast.
Bro, I just, like I said, Tuesday's episode of the Beeline, sorry, shameless plug of the Beeline web show. This is exactly what the fuck this whole conversation right here. I was talking about the Haktua girl and how she's fucking a celebrity. She's a celebrity. I don't care what anybody says. That's one of the most famous girls on the fucking planet right now.
Before her, wasn't it the girl who was on Dr. Phil and she was like, "Catch Me Outside" or something?
Catch Me Outside.
Yeah.
Just crazy shit. Some Maury bad kids episode and shit. And she famous, big titties. She had another one. She had big ass titties, and that was the reason why motherfuckers is over there following her. Just like the Haktua girl. Just pretty little young little blonde chick saying some outlandish suck a dick joke, and it caught on to the world. Oh, she said that. Oh, she don't have. Oh, I wish she would Haktua. You know why these motherfuckers going famous, bruh. It ain't because she just said Hawk to her. Like,
and like I said, if I had said it, niggas would have been telling me this why y'all bitches ain't nobody wife.
Bruh, listen, that's true. It's some
slutty ass, y'all
shit.
slutty ass black girl. This why you ain't got no husband now, bitch, because you out here Hawk to it.
Yeah, that's some true shit. There's no lie being told right there. I believe it too. Is a possibility, Harley, you could have been famous too.
Catch me outside. They would have told my mama she need to go to jail.
Bro, you not
Oh, that's
lying,
that's definite. That is definite. If any one of us said anything that crazy, okay, my mom was not afraid to whoop me. Okay, if I ever said anything that crazy, but then again, I know grew up in a different time, right? But I will say this: my parents had their own techniques. Dad had the belt, mom had her hand. If I said anything crazy, that was gonna happen. So, but yeah, no, you're 100% right. If it was one of us who had said that Haktua thing, it'd be a whole different story, especially online. So it's just sad because people are chasing it. People were chasing it before social media, right? But now that you can be a social media celebrity or an influencer, people chase that like it's going out of style all the time. And it just shows how fleeting it can also be, right? Like I was just watching the Gary Coleman documentary.
Sad.
Man, I was on the verge of tears watching that, especially getting towards the end, right? Because no one prepared him for this. He just knew he had talent. That's it. No one prepared him for the bloodsuckers that were around him, and no one prepared him for when even his whole family couldn't be trusted. So, and not to mention when he was growing up, they didn't want adult Gary Coleman. They just wanted Arnold Jackson. They just wanted the kid the cute kid that said, what you talking about? That's it. They wouldn't let him grow up. They wouldn't let him do anything else. Plus, because he was short, there wasn't that much work for him at the time. So, and it hurts my heart because every single one of the different stroke stars went down a road that took them forever to get back, and one didn't even come back from it. Dana Plato, may she rest in peace.
That's because that time also was a different time, and there was a lot less, discussion about the behind the stage politics with how women were treated, with how kids were treated, how all stars were treated, at that matter, So yes, it's unfortunate, man. But fame it's always been a underhanded kind of situation where it's like, like you said, Kyle, like we chase the shit. Even me, I'm gonna include myself in this. I would love to be an influencer. I would love to be able to get on this bitch and do the beeline and get paid for episodes and promote people's shit and have sponsors. Why? Because I'd be home, I'd have free time, it'd be my shit. It's the dream. You know what I'm saying? I got my time back. I can go on vacation. I can make enough money and do what I love. Of course, I want to chase this shit if it's a possibility, and it is possible because people are doing it. But it's just like at the same time, you are playing on uneven fields because you got a motherfucking girl who can just put a pretty dress on and say one word and be the most famous bitch on the planet.
Goodness.
And you got my fat ass over here making shit and constantly building shit around me, being on different shows, talking good. I talk pretty well. I'm pretty funny. You feel me? Like, but still, I'm struggling to do this shit. But so it's uneven playing field. So it's very difficult, man. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. But, just some people are just lucky than others, man. It's easier for them to get it. And that's why everybody keeps chasing the shit the way they do.
Yeah.
Man, say that shit again, man. When he said about putting on a pretty dress and all, they ain't even got to say a word. Just 5-second video and that's it. But yeah, man. Crazy. Fame is something.
For a documentary, Antisocial Nation. It's a video, it's a documentary about how they turned 4 regular people into famous influencers. And they talk about like buying likes and bots and shit like that. That documentary crazy. Antisocial Nation.
I'm gonna check that shit out. I'm gonna check that shit out for sure.
I definitely am.
I'm watching nothing but movies all fucking weekend, so I'm checking everything out. I'm telling y'all right now.
All right, weekend. Guys, man. Look at famous something else. All right, we're gonna move on to our next topic here on Beyond 1130. Actually, Brian shared this video in the chat with us, and he said, "Man, we definitely got to talk about this." So I actually didn't watch the whole full video, so I'm gonna watch it now, and we're gonna get into it though.
In Walmart, minding his business, until he seen a woman being punched in the head. Her head was being punched into the window. When this man seen a woman being punched in the head, he immediately ran to the car and bust out the window and tried to pull the man out the car and get the man off the woman. When the man broke the window trying to pull this man out the car, they got in a very bad fight. The man that was punching the woman's head into the window, he got his jaw broke and two of his teeth knocked out. The woman that was being punched seen her baby father getting beat up very bad. She ran behind the man that was helping her and started punching him in the back of the head with her fist. While she was punching this man in the back of the head, she kept saying, "Get off my effing boyfriend." When she hit this man in the back of the head, he lost it and knocked her out. All this happened in front of a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old that was sitting in the back seat. When law enforcement came, this man that helped this woman that was getting her head punched into the window, he the only one that went to jail. Let me explain. This man that helped this woman at Walmart was a PE teacher at a local high school. And he was a head coach, and he was a single father with 2 sons. Every day on this man's lunch break, he would drive to Walmart since it was 5 minutes away from the school and buy something to eat. One day, this man was walking in Walmart like he normally do on his lunch break to get something to eat, and he heard a woman yelling, crying, saying, "Stop. Please stop. Don't do it in front of the kids." This man then ran to where the noise was, and he found a couple fighting in a car. He found a woman that was screaming and crying in a car. He seen a 300-pound man punching his woman's head into the window. And without hesitation, he elbowed and broke the glass and opened the door and tried to drag this man out the car to stop him from beating this woman. At that point, they got in a very bad fight in the middle of the Walmart parking lot. Everyone seen them fighting, so multiple people called law enforcement. So while these two men was fighting, the woman noticed the PE teacher was getting the best of her baby father. So she then ran behind the PE teacher and started punching him in the head, saying, "Get the F off my man. Get the F off my man." Now, mind you, this woman was defending a man that was just punching her head into the window in front of 2 kids. So when this woman started punching the PE teacher in the back of the head, he lost it. He turned around and started swinging. He knocked the woman out. Everyone in the parking lot seen the PE teacher beat the man up, and they seen him knock the woman out. Shortly after the PE teacher knocked the woman out for punching him in the back of the head, law enforcement pulled up and drew weapons on him, and he got arrested. Several people in the parking lot ran to law enforcement and said they was a witness to everything that happened. They said this man beat up the man and he beat up the woman. One witness even told cops he was trying to break in a car and they was just defending themselves. So the PE teacher was trying to explain to law enforcement he was defending a woman. She was being punched in the head, and that's why he went and helped. That's why he elbowed and broke the window. So when law enforcement questioned this woman about the bruises in her face, she lied and denied being hit in the car. She said the PE teacher hit her. That's why she have them bruises in her face. The PE teacher was crying very bad, and he said he didn't mean to hit a woman. He said he was just defending himself. He didn't know who he was getting punched in the head by. So he turned around and started swinging. The PE teacher told law enforcement he never hit a woman in his life, and he was very apologetic. He was very sorry and sad. The PE teacher was charged with a felony, and he lost his job. Now, if you think that was crazy, this is about to blow your mind. Roughly 1 year later, after this man was beating his baby mom in a Walmart parking lot, punching her head into the window in front of their kids, he shot her in the chest and took her life in front of the kids. He was sentenced to life in prison. And according to this woman's family, that wasn't his first time shooting her, and she lied to law enforcement to try and cover up for him. The PE teacher ended up losing his house, and he found it very difficult to find a job because he had a felony. So he had to start doing side jobs to take care of him and his 2 sons.
Wow.
Baby. In the words of the great Charleston White, you don't never get in between no man and his bitch. Let me tell you something. And that's aggressive, right? But it's real. If I see 2 people who are in relation with each other and they are fighting, if I give a fuck enough to even get in the middle of the fight, I am just separating them. I cannot get physical with either party. I ain't doing that. At some point, that's what I say. If I care enough to even get in the middle of the fight, I am just separating them. And it's only because eventually those people will band together. Some people like that, their lives are already written. That young lady was destined to get shot or killed in that relationship, and that man was destined to either end up going to jail or killing himself or being killed as well in that relationship. That's their destiny, that's their path, and the only thing that you can do is mind your motherfucking business.
Or I'm with Harley all the way. Or there's one other thing you can do besides mind your fucking business, because that literally is the answer to all problems. I don't give a fuck. Just like you just said, this is one of the first topics on my very first fucking episode of my show that I ever did. I had a conversation just like this. A woman was getting beat up at a gas station. She ran into the fucking gas station, and the husband ran into her. She was half naked, and she ran into a gas station at 7-Eleven and ran to a broom closet. And the man came in after her, started beating her ass in the head. And what the guy did? Did he run in there to stop it? Nope. And everybody was looking at, why didn't you do that? You know why? Because she wasn't getting fucking murdered. He don't know that guy got a gun. He don't know what that situation is. So he did what I would do. If I seen it, what the fuck? All right, fuck it. I got to call the cops. All right, 911. Yeah, this some bitch getting beat in. License plate is 780. So y'all sit here until you get here. I'm in my car. I'm just watching it. I'm saying, I'll try to back up. I'll try to stall him, but maybe a little bit. But I ain't doing shit else. I ain't part of it. I ain't in it. Just like Harley said right now, this is the problem. You want to be Captain fucking Planet. You want to be Captain America and all that shit. But at the end of the day, you don't know who you dealing with. You don't know. That man, in this story, the story is a crazy ass story. But that man, he thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was protecting and covering and being, the best person he could possibly be in his life. If that was my daughter, I'd want somebody to help her. Fuck all that bullshit. If that's your daughter, you got an active reason to do what you're doing. But if that's a stranger and you don't fucking know them, you got to handle shit intelligently. Just like the bitch who called out of work wrong. You got to handle shit intelligently, bro. You can't go throw yourself in the fire, man.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys, man. You do gotta mind your fucking business. You do. But what type of world we live in, I mean, I feel for the PE teacher guy, right? It's like, you're out and about and you're in Walmart and you hear a woman, which he probably has a mother, a sister, a aunt, or daughter, or whatever the case that may be. You feel me? Or grandmother. So you hear a woman that's getting attacked by a man, and as you grow up, and us three men on here, we, it was taught, like never put your hands on a woman, and don't be, all that shit like that. So, and also it was taught mind your fucking business though. But you as a guy, and you see this woman getting her head beat in though, and you as a man knowing that's violating right there. So you step in, and it's crazy the world we live in, right? You got to mind your business because you may lose your life, But at the same token though, like I can't even intervene to save this woman, who possibly may or may not lose her life at the time or whatever the case may be, So I think it is crazy. Yes, you have to mind your business, but the gentleman, was just, I feel like, was just like, damn, he's really fucking beating her head in, so I'm gonna intervene. But then, he intervenes and her ass jumping on him like. Yeah, right. He was a PE teacher and everything. Got a house, man. Lose the house, lose his job, and all that other shit. Like,
and how old them babies were. Where the hell was them kids when he was in jail? They said he was a single father. But one of the things is like saving people. One thing that helped me in life is I remember that saving a person means being able to handle what's happening here. And because I don't have any control over what's happening here, I've stopped trying to save people externally. At the end of the day, don't get me wrong. As a woman, I do not believe domestic violence is good, but I have been in a situation where somebody was putting their hands on me. Nothing and nobody could have told me to leave that until one day I looked in the mirror and said, I don't like this. I'm ready to leave. And that happens here. And when I realized that in my own journey, that was why growing up, I never got into it with nobody else about their man, or I would never step into that, because there's something psychologically in your brain that creates justifications for the behavior. And that little message, that little knee jerk, it is so aggressive and it is so repetitive that that person, by our definition, is insane. But that person feels completely sane and justified in allowing somebody to stump their head into the ground and then fixing their bruises and going back and doing it again. The only thing that stops a person from doing something like that and accepting something like that is the actual conscientious choice not to.
Yo, I don't know if I shared this with you guys real quick. This is literally the same type of situation. Really, I'm not going to take too long. Did I tell y'all what happened to me? I think last Sunday when I went to the library with my family.
I don't believe so.
I couldn't remember if it was like the week before or whatever. All right, so me and my family went to the library. It was a Sunday. Library opens at 1:00 to fucking 5:00. Sunday afternoon. All of us, babies, wife, everybody. So we went there and we was kind of chilling. We was hanging out. Kids was picking out books. I picked out a couple books, or then my wife picked out some books. So we all was just kind of in there. Maybe stayed like 20 minutes or so. Everybody kind of splits up, and I'm always like the guard. I'm always watching everything or whatever. So I was like walking down the whole aisle, the main aisle or whatever, and there was tables like there's the library racks, and then there's tables on the outside, and then there's tables in the back. So I'm walking towards the back. As I'm walking, I'm looking down the aisles, and I see this fucking guy. It's a guy sitting there. He's got a black t-shirt on. He's kind of dusty looking. He had a bag on the table, and he was just, you know, when you see somebody, he's just kind of out of place, and it's just like something about that guy right there. My radar is always off like that. So immediately I saw the dude. I didn't stop and stare at him. I just kind of saw him as I was walking. I was like, okay, that guy looks kind of weird. I'll keep my eye on him, whatever. Daughter's there, family's there. So I go back watching books with my kids and shit like that or whatever. There's other lady there's a whole bunch of people in the library. Not many, but it's a bunch of people, and you can see who's passing. So this really tall black woman, she had this like, spandex on, camouflage kind of shirt or whatever, really dark, short haircut. I kept seeing her. She passed by a couple of times. She was doing whatever she's doing. So I'm going to check out my books. Everybody else checked out everything. My daughter was still looking for one book she wanted. And I'm standing at the fucking counter. The lady that I saw with the camouflage and everything comes back into the library. She went out. It's double doors on this side and there's double doors on this side. She went out the back door. She comes back in through the back door. Fucking mouth is bloody. She's got her clothes are all disheveled. Everything got dirt all over her pants and shit. And she goes up to the thing and she says, excuse me, somebody help me, please. Somebody help me. I was just attacked outside. Right outside the fucking library, yo. All right. Everybody know I'm fucking paranoid already. My family's sitting, they in a little desk right at the thing, right across from me. And they're like on a puzzle board or whatever. And I'm standing there, and the ladies, and of course, it took the ladies behind the counter like a second to realize she's bleeding out the fucking mouth. You could tell she just got fucked up. Yeah, somebody just attacked me. She's got her hands on her hips. She's trying to breathe hard. I got my fucking knife in my pocket. First thing I reach for, I turn around to my family. Yo, let's go. Round it up. Wrap it up. As soon as I turned around to tell them to go, I saw the dude that I saw earlier walking back to where the table was. He came back through the doors and he walked back. As the girl was talking to the people, she was like, yeah, he had a black shirt on. He had like a little afro. And I said, yeah, like he had black hair, right? And he had like a black baggy t-shirt. And it's like, yeah, he was outside. He attacked me. So I don't even know this man. All right. Instantly, bro. Instantly. My shit kicked on. But I was like, I knew to watch that motherfucker. I said it. I was like, I saw him. I was like, yep, he just came back in here. Then he walked back out after he came and grabbed his shit. But he went outside and attacked that fucking lady, bro. A part of me, I'm not going to fucking lie to you. A part of me was like, I felt like kind of going to go grab that motherfucker. Like, yo, you just did this. My family wants to come here. And because of niggas like you, like, I'm scared that my daughter will come here with my wife. And then you attack my fucking family. Like, you attacking people. Like, I felt the need to want to do something to this motherfucker, yo. But I know I couldn't. I know if I did something at the end of the day, I would be in a situation because I just stabbed this motherfucker. The first thing I grabbed was my shit in my pocket. Like immediately, because I'm like, I don't know if this nigga gonna come back in and start attacking her. At that point, I don't know. Am I not doing anything? Am I not gonna grab this motherfucker and earth his ass? I probably would have to, you feel me? But then where does it go from there? I don't think the library would be like, well, you're attacking a woman. The guy just saved her. Probably a little different, but I would still have to think, does this nigga got a gun? Is he going to shoot me in front of my fucking... I got to still think of all this shit.
Yeah.
But it was one of them situations that everything happened. I had 5 seconds maybe to think about my options or what I to do. That's how fast shit happened, man. But it's just crazy we talking about this story because that shit literally happened on Sunday. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of mad at my wife, and I wasn't really mad at the kids too much. But it's like I always prepared them for shit, and then when this shit happened, they was kind of still sitting there, and I was just like, damn, I taught y'all when shit happens, y'all supposed to be making sure everybody's together and getting up. Because if I gotta handle something, I need y'all to have this defense. Like I'm not always there.
Yeah.
And if I'm there and you don't have the defense, my wife's like, yeah, but I act differently when you're not there. And I'm like, bro, like it has to be instant, bro. And I get scared for those reasons, man. Because shit happens fast, man.
Yeah.
So that happened to me Sunday, bro. Just like we talking right now. And I didn't know if I was gonna have to fucking I peeped dude, man.
I got a similar story. A couple of years ago. This is a short one. So about almost 10 years ago, I'm with my friends. It's late at night. We find ourselves at Taco Bell, right? We get out the drive-through. We're hanging out at the in the parking lot, and we see this car next to us with this couple in it. We can hear them arguing, right? So it's me and my homeboy and our homegirl, and my homegirl was getting heated because she had been a victim of abuse before. So her instinct is if he hits her, we're not gonna go out and try to hit. We're gonna make an anonymous phone call. So what we decide to do, because he did end up hitting her, what we decide to do is tail him for like a few seconds and get the license plate number. After we got the license plate number, made an anonymous phone call. Don't know what happened after that. But it was late at night. We saw the woman get hit, and we just felt like we had to do something, but not something as reckless as getting out the car and potentially making a scene. Just made one little phone call. I wish I knew what happened after that, but that was scary because it was like after it was like 11 something at night, and we could hear him arguing with her. At one point, he got out the car and got back in, but we tailed him, got the license plate number, made that phone call. But it was just maddening the rest of the time.
Yeah, I told a story about how I was at the movie theater and this guy was hitting his girlfriend. I didn't know her at all, but I was afraid, and I just walked up and I hugged her. Like as if we knew each other, and I just hugged her for a while. And when me and her was hugging, he just caught an attitude and stormed off. And I told her, I was like, I don't know what you're gonna do after this. I just couldn't just stay and watch that, but I wasn't gonna go up and be aggressive with this man. He's a man. He gonna, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I walked. I had a moment where I could walk up to her and I just hugged her. Like, look, we just gonna stand here like we old friends. I don't know. Maybe that'll make him walk off. He did walk off though.
And that's good because sometimes, like you both were just saying about, a lot of times in those situations, women will allow their emotions, especially if they have had previous encounters like with abuse and stuff like that. And you got to think of it like this: you putting your man in danger at that point, especially if you with him. And look at this. I'm not going to allow this to happen. And then you go over there. What the fuck is wrong with you? And you get in this guy's face. Now, what's your man going to do? He either going to be a bitch and not do anything, or he going to try to fight. And maybe both y'all get murdered now. So that's another big thing that I look for in my relationships with people I deal with. I don't ever want to be with somebody who's just going to be putting me in jeopardizing situations. Like, don't make me have to always fight for you. Don't make me always have to fucking save your life because you just reckless. So
how you guys feel if you were in that PE teacher's shoes, after everything, sort of, went down, you try to save this woman, cops come, found out, you hit her and now you going to jail, you lost everything. Come to find out, you hear the story that the guy that you try to save from beating this lady ass, he wound up shooting her ass, and it wasn't the first time though. I can't process that, because it's like, damn, I'm trying to get myself back together in my life. I'm trying to, maybe get back my kids. They probably took my kids. Who knows? I punched this lady in front of my 2 kids and everything and I'm just, just defending this woman. I don't know this woman at all though, But I lose my job. I'm a coach. All this shit just goes away, and then I'm just doing little side jobs to just try to make some money. And then to come to find out, watching on the news, like, yeah, that's the dude I just saved. And then what? Yeah,
Well,
that's some fucked up
oh
shit
well.
right there. Oh well, that's
my
some
fucking
fucked up shit,
I thought
bro.
that
Too
probably,
bad.
sadly, it probably is a little bit of poetic justice in his heart. Like if I was in his shoes, I would be like, I would it would probably fuck me up more to know that they walked away from that situation and was like healthy. I kind of don't feel bad about, if I'm in his shoes, I don't feel bad about the fact that like she's dead and he's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail because they fucked my life. That
Feel
it
bad
feels
for the
like
kids.
poetic
That's about
justice
it.
for me.
Yeah.
Like it feels like poetic justice for me. It feels like, okay, well, in that situation, nobody felt like I was right. But when that woman got put in the ground and that motherfucker got put in jail, I feel like I'm right because I was right. I stepped in. I did the right thing. It just, I didn't do it in the right way.
Exactly.
The man's heart was in the right place. But when you're dealing with things like that, like as soon as you said the tables turned and she started defending her abusive boyfriend, right? He had already lost, right? He had already lost because no matter what that man had done, he could have caught the cops on him. She still would have followed her abuser because at this point she is conditioned to a point where where she would have defended him no matter what he did because that's the life that they're in, unfortunately. And I've heard one too many stories because I work with I work with a podcaster that their whole thing is helping people that have been through domestic violence and they've been through domestic violence themselves. The stories that I have heard that I've had to edit and re-listen to and all that stuff, it has taught me a lot about what I can handle. You know what I'm saying? And it also taught me a lot about what abuse is, the different levels of abuse, because it doesn't always have to be physical. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it was very physical, not to mention in front of kids. Those kids are traumatized now and they lost their mom and their dad because their dad's behind bars. Thankfully, because there are people out here walking the streets right now who have done these things and they've gotten off scot-free.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I wish it was fair. Like I wish this man didn't have to lose his job over it. But I think what besides the fact that she defended, her abusive boyfriend, is the fact that the guy accidentally hit her. It got too heated. He was seeing red. Anybody could have caught it. But it's just because people who witnessed it saw that part of the story. And then the cops came. Next thing you know, he's in trouble for not only hitting a woman, but causing a disturbance. And he's lost that part of his life.
Yeah.
So you want to know another big lesson with this is, and this is something I'm actively teaching my kids right now. I think, and I'm learning this too. I'm not, opposed to it. People really have to start understanding, even with going all the way back to that girl with the phone call, the first video we watched. People have to start understanding that your feelings don't fucking matter all the time, yo. I say that shit. I say that shit, especially to my son right now, because my son is very feelings oriented. Like everything has to feel some type of way for him to do something, say something, need something, whatever. But a lot of times, man, people's feelings fuck them up more than anything, yo. You feel like you should have did something. You feel like you need this. You feel like you need that. At the end of the day, feelings don't really mean shit, yo. Now there's ones that you glorify. There's ones that you love. There's ones this and that. But at the same time, it's not the best for you. Oh, man, I feel like I want me a fucking burger right now. But you eat that shit, you're going to get fat. You're going to get diabetes. You're going to fucking, you know what I'm saying? But you feel that way. You feel it. You want to gratify yourself. You want to, satisfy that sensation. But it's not good for you. The gym teacher, he's in a parking lot. Oh, I feel like I should do something. You feel like you should do something. That's where you got to step back. Should you do something though? You feel like it. It's very overwhelming. It's probably extremely powerful. It's fucking fast. It's sporadic. But at the end of the day, who's getting fucked? Did you take 5 seconds to really consider, like, oh, if I do that, what if they got a gun? oh, if I do that, but what if what if somebody thinks I'm murdering them or something? He didn't think about any of that shit. Maybe he did. Maybe he weighed his balances and his options and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway." It outweighed the bad. But I think people in general, they fuck with their emotions too heavy, yo. Instead of the factual shit that's gonna go down. I don't know if you can comprehend it. It's hard. It's not easy. It's it's a part of the brain that you have to try to conquer in your own being, because everybody don't have the answers for you.
That's true.
Damn, I feel like I should do this, but you don't know. Nobody knows you battling that shit.
That's true too. The book Untethered Soul. I wanted to make sure I got the author name because I'm always telling y'all shit and don't tell y'all who make it. Michael Singer wrote the book Untethered Soul. That is a really good book about treating your feelings and your emotions and those things as visitors. They're here, they're real, they have a right to be there, but they should not dictate maybe your next action, or maybe they should not dictate even your identity or your label. Like, start to fall back. He talks about falling back behind the feeling, behind the moment, and actually, like you said, Brian, looking at the surroundings. Like, for instance, in that moment, he's not thinking about the person across the parking lot who does not see the woman being abused, but see him elbowing the window. Somebody could have called 911 as soon as he walked up and elbowed the window.
Exactly.
Because if I'm across the screen and I see a car that I can see two kids, because you can probably see those car seats. I see a car with two children in it, and you just walked up and elbowed the window. Exactly. I probably already called 911 because I've already identified you as the aggressor. Like you said, Brian, getting behind those feelings allows you to be able to say, wait, the whole scheme of this situation, let me handle it. And just emotional intelligence, because you could have walked up and even intervened by just knocking on that window.
For real. Exactly. That part too. But you want to be fucking Rambo.
Into Hulk smash. That for me is not emotionally intelligent.
You right. Or hitting the woman that's beating you up. Everything about this guy, I guarantee you, I'm not trying to hate or nothing like that, but I bet you he got some shit with him too, bro. It ain't everybody's nature just to go and just somebody's being attacked and you fucking boom and you pull this motherfucker out the car and break his jaw. Come on,
who are you, Batman?
we on point today. But literally, it ain't everybody's character to do that shit, bro. You a special motherfucker to do that shit. I've had to step back, like I said. I've had to learn this for myself. I had to learn this from my attitude, my aggression. I've had to learn a lot of things. I've done a lot of bad shit when I was younger, man. And as I got older, I learned. I saw situations, the whole situation, and looked back and said, damn, man, I'm lucky this went this way, or I'd have been fucked. I'm lucky or I'd be in jail still. Like, you feel me? Like, so because of that, because of learning from my errors, I'm a trial and error motherfucker. I started to, try to, be proactive instead of reactive and shit. Like, I try to prepare first now instead of after and stuff like that or whatever. So it is very important, man. It's very, very fucking important.
You guys are right, man. Definitely. You got to think before you react, man. I understand when you guys broke it down about the PE teacher. I understand, you got to maybe go on over there knocking on the glass window or the glass window before you try to go be Hulk Hogan or something like that. Or Incredible Hulk.
Who's breaking the window to pull this man out?
Wow.
Yeah.
That was all adrenaline right there. Just
adrenaline. Yeah.
And my soul, something, Cody Rose. I guess it go like that, right? All right, you guys, man. We're gonna move along, man. Here on Beyond 11:30. All right, we're gonna end it a little fun though right now, but that's crazy though. All right, man. Least attractive male hobbies though. We gotta talk about this though. I thought this was real fun, man.
Saw this goofy shit.
You saw this?
Here we go.
Least attractive male hobbies though. Gambling, magic tricks, playing video games actually is the number one least attractive male hobbies though. It's a lot of guys out there that get on Twitch and play video games for actually a living though, and I was actually collecting figures and all that though. But Harley, how you feel about this? Least attractive
first of all, this just came out, so as you guys heard at the beginning of the show, I had to give my man the very aggressive evil eye because I just bought a headset. I'm a woman who loves when football season happens and when a new video
yeah.
comes out, because he's going to be right here in front of this TV and I can do what I want to do in peace. The only women who have an issue with men who have their own hobbies are bitches with no hobbies of their own. And God fucking bless you, you unsuccessful, extremely needy, irrational bitches. And I say that with my whole chest, and you can call me as many pick-me's as you want to. You bitches need to get a hobby. Let that man play the game and get him out your face. It is unhealthy to get into a relationship with a person and want to look at their fucking face all fucking day long. It is unhealthy. Allow somebody to miss you. Allow yourself to miss them. That's why a lot of y'all are getting in these relationships and feeling unhappy and feeling unfulfilled because you don't do shit no more. You don't work out no more. You don't hang out with your friends no more. You just be up under your baby. Shut the fuck up. I love my man, and he's one of the most amazing men in the world. But the thing that I love most about him is that he can get the fuck out of my face. I don't care what you're doing when you get out the fuck out of my face, as long as it's not destructive to me, yourself, or the world around you.
Yep. Basically.
Woo! Woo! Mic drop.
Get the fuck out of my face.
It definitely was a mic drop. You might gotta say it a little louder for the people in the back though. But yeah, a lot of women do, especially the gaming part though. A lot of women do like, oh my god, that's all you want to do is play the game. Look here. It's been a long fucking day. Like, can I just play the game for a little bit without you nagging, in my ear about me, playing the game and shit?
Even if it hasn't been a long day, let me just do what the fuck I want to do. Let me do it. If I'm into magic tricks and I like magic tricks, fuck you. If you don't like it, to be honest with you, this list helps everybody. You know why? Because now we know. Oh, did you like this? You can show them. Do you like this list right here? Okay, well I do all of this shit. So go fuck yourself. Yeah. That's a problem. Because at the end of the day, who cares, man? Like, who's even making some shit? Who gave the generalized understanding that a man who plays video games is less attractive? What kind of a stupid ass fucking thought process is that anyway?
First of all, that's a smart man. And not only is that a smart man, his hand-eye coordination is together. So when y'all are fucking, he should be doing amazing. Because let me tell you something. Your motherfucking nerds that know all that jitsu shit, ha! Freaky as fuck, ladies.
Yeah, go get them toys. Yo. Turn your ass on. Get that controller. I'll shove that whole control in your ass.
Your booty hole. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You come to bed dressed up as one of them Inuyasha motherfuckers and watch he tear you one.
That's right.
Be with somebody.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head right now. Get out of my head.
You gotta be with somebody who you like enough to want to see them happy, and that's really the issue. A lot of these women don't like the people that they're with, and they don't want to see them happy. They just want to see them making them happy. A lot of women get into relationships with men that they only want to please them. They don't care about this person, so you don't want to see them happy. I care about you, and I know that first of all, just me, who I am. I know that as a black man, you have to worry about being alive from the time you leave your house to the time you come home, being mistreated, being looked at as less of a fucking person, feeling like less of a man because you're probably not getting the things that you deserve in the fucking workplace. And then exactly, Brent, I'm gonna play the game all day. I'm horrible at the game, but I'm gonna play that shit with you because my thing is this: you go through all of this shit just to live and survive. When you come in the house, bro, if you want to run up and down the court on 2K, do the shit.
Hell yeah.
Most girls love fucking playing the games now. Like, there's more girl gamers out there now than there's ever been.
I think it actually got to do with something Harley just said. A lot of women maybe don't have hobbies for themselves though, or just basically just want them all up in their face all the time. Like, shit, nigga, I'm playing too. Baby, like, why you don't be playing the game sometime? Like, shit, when I get a chance to, I play it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Shit, when I got a chance to, I was playing 2K. Lil, I even put it on for Lil, man. He was trying to play it though, but of course, he lost though. But man, playing the game, man, is it's chilling though. Man, you gotta have hobbies of your own and shit that you want to do besides just being cuddle up all day or whatever. Like let's play the fucking game. Let's do something else.
I hear a lot of y'all saying play the game, but ain't nobody talking about them magic tricks though.
Let me tell you something.
The magic tricks.
Don't be pulling up
put them on your ear every 5 minutes.
Don't rip off my fucking ear.
I don't know if I can take that shit. I might be dropping your ass.
You save those for later. The last time my lady was over, right? Because I have a Super Nintendo Mini, and one of her favorite games is Donkey Kong Country. So I put on the Donkey Kong Country. She's dominating the game, right? And I'm sitting because it's like one of her favorite games from childhood. I'm watching her light up playing this and just getting even more, just getting closer to her. Because that to me is seeing her in her element. She is an artist, she's a gamer, she's everything that I looked for, and she found me. And as someone who also loves playing video games and stuff like that, I'm like, how the heck this happen? So anytime she wants to play the game with me, that's bonding. That's bonding right there. I don't care what we're doing as long as we're doing it together. And when we have our time by ourselves, then we have time by ourselves, and that's more to talk about, right? Because the only thing I don't do on that list, I'm not a gambling guy. I've tried magic tricks before; it's not my thing. But I'm a casual gamer and an anime guy, and so is my lady. So who the heck am I to complain? I don't know I don't know where this list came from.
The thing that is unattractive is internet trolling. If you are just a professional hater, that's unattractive to me personally. If you just live to like poke people's buttons and like not in the way that like, cause like I like the way that Brian pokes buttons, right? Because sometimes I'll be like, he got me enraged, but like I really want to have this conversation. Like,
but you're still engaging in the conversation.
Yeah,
and I don't do it intentfully for that reason. I'm not just trying to fuck with you. I'm saying I'm just speaking how I feel about it.
It's usually just your feelings. Like you're not a troll, but people who like don't give a fuck and they're just doing it, that's unattractive. Female, male,
if you out there just judging people, that's it. If you out here just judging people, I've gotten everything from why this dude sound like a white nerd to kill myself online. Okay, those are
people say any fucking thing, bro.
People say anything they can just to push your buttons, but at the same time, no matter what forum you're on, the algorithm can't tell the difference between a good compliment and a bad comment, right? So if they're engaging, then that's better for you. But I will never engage with somebody that says freaking kill yourself just because you don't like my opinion on something. Just
kill yourself is the funniest. It's the funniest one they go for. listen. You take it out of context, Kyle. Listen. So you post, man, that new Batman movie was awesome. And then the first comment you get is, kill yourself. see. That's funny as shit. That's why it fucking works. This shit is funny, bro. No, I mean, if you're going to take it literally and be like, oh, this man wants me to fucking murder myself. Well, when you think about it, I had a hot dog for breakfast. Kill yourself.
I never thought of it that way.
That's why it's so good. You got to flip it, bro. See, when people be giving me, when we fucking with me, I start laughing. There's a lot of times, especially when somebody talks some good shit. Somebody called me Bronson Reed. I was on wrestling. I posted a thing and I was like, Bronson Reed is fucking crazy. And somebody posted it right away. They said, damn, nigga, I thought that was you. I was like, immediately, fucking beautiful. Yeah, you're right. Damn, we got a beard, fat, light skinned nigga with tattoos.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
It was great. I'm not gonna hate. I
love it.
The last person who invited me to kill myself, I showed them pictures of my self-harm scars. Been there, tried that. God keeps me back.
Ooh,
I go dark. You mess with me. I go dark. I'll be like, been there, tried that. God keeps sending me back. I have to be here with you, bitch. And they be like,
damn.
There you go.
Now we all here. Now we all fucking here. I go dark. Don't play with me. I go dark.
Yeah, I like fuck with people. So you just making my day if you talking to me. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, if you fuck with me, I'm a menace. But I don't go fucking with you. But if you fuck with me, it's gonna go
there. Hey, it's gonna go there. Definitely gonna go there. Man, what an episode, man. Episode 8 of Beyond 1130. I dig it. Appreciate it, man. We got final thoughts, man. We're gonna go around, man. Anything you guys want to say?
Hey, I want to say something, like always, but something fucked up happened this week, yesterday, as a matter of fact. And we were talking earlier about, releasing your kids and being too structured with your kids and too protective and shit like that or whatever. Like y'all know, I say this shit all the time. I'm literally the motherfucking, the Batman over here. I'm over here trying to protect everybody from everything. But at the same time, I do face the the decisions of like, oh man, maybe I'm too protective, maybe I'm this, maybe not, they're losing this or whatever. So I try to ease up, and then shit like the library situation happens, or shit like other shit happens. When I went to Walmart earlier, there was this fucking white guy in the parking lot. And I don't live in a bad area. I don't want people to think the wrong shit. But there was this white guy in the parking lot, and he was over there scoping cars. I saw him, and then this guy was complaining about him, was saying, "Hey, this guy's looking through cars in the parking lot." Blah blah. I was like, "Damn, I just saw that guy." And shit like this happens. But as y'all know, I homeschool my daughter, and my two 13-year-olds still go to school. And if y'all didn't hear, but in Georgia, an hour and like 20 minutes away from where I live, there was a fucking school shooting, yo. A 14-year-old kid, bro, killed two kids, and they just showed their pictures on the fucking news, and two teachers and a whole bunch of other kids got shot, yo. And it was way close to home for me, bro. And my son's 13, my daughter's 13, and my 5-year-old, she's here with us all the time. So right away, I start having these, damn, maybe I should let her go to school. Maybe I should do this. And then bam, right there. It's like that shit just tells you, nope, you're doing the right thing. Keep your fucking kids home. Get the other kids too. Fuck it. Fuck all this bullshit, bro. I don't care about nobody's opinion. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck anymore, yo. I'm going to do what I feel is right. If I fuck my kids up doing that part, then I'll just work on it later. I'll be tough with them as much as I can, but I'm not dealing with this shit no more, real. Fuck these schools, telling them everything and trying to teach them all this bullshit, trying to give them fucking needles and shit like that, or whatever you call it. And we don't have to approve it anymore. They can just do it. I'm done. Fuck them schools, yo. I'm telling all them shit. Fuck them schools. I want my kids out of school. I'm tired of dealing with this bullshit. I'm tired of this stupid, goofy shit. Nobody knows anything, but it keeps happening. I'm over it. So, rest in peace to all them people who lost their life in that bad situation. It was too close to home for me. I've been talking to my kids ever since it happened, telling them to call me, trying to take their phones, and they can't have phones no more. I said, you better keep your fucking phone. You'll be in way more trouble if you don't have your phone on you. And just I'm fuck these schools, bro. I'm tired of these conversations. I'm tired of this shit. Fuck these schools.
I did hear about that story. It was like a 14-year-old boy or something like that.
Yeah, just got a gun in and just started going in the fucking because he having a bad day. Fuck him too. Because he having a bad day. I don't care anymore, bro. I'm tired of everybody being all nice. Oh, you don't understand his problem. I don't give a flying fuck about your problems. If you a gym teacher, if you a woman getting the ass beat, I don't fucking care. Keep that shit in your own environment. If you interrupting your fucking problems in your life with everybody else, and you make other people deal with your ass, just like I tell my son, you making other people deal with you, nigga. I'm fuck you. I don't care. I don't care what happens to you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm tired of caring about everybody, bro. Fuck everybody.
Yes, it's a lot. It's heavy.
And I hate to speculate on something. I think this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it, but I think a lot of that situation be, people getting bullied or whatever like that. And I know there's a lot of ways you can handle it. Besides, like I just said, I don't want to speculate and by bringing a gun to a school and saying, I want to kill this other student or whatever like that, or this teacher. But I don't know, man. It just, of course, keeps happening over and over. School shootings, shit like this. But it's unfortunate.
I think my final word is find joy where you can, and when you can, because we do live in a crazy time. Also, I want to just wish rest in peace to the recently passed legend Rich Homie Quan. A lot of people want to sit back and be like, oh, drugs kill Rich Homie Quan. Not having conversations that need to be had that led to overindulgence of drugs killed Rich Homie Quan. So I say that to say, people start talking. I don't care if you want to start talking in a forum like this. You want to find one or two people to get on the phone with and talk to. We need to talk to people. We cannot just keep on using the cop out that doing drugs in general or having substances in your reach in general is a problem. It is the over excessive use of drugs and substances that is the problem. And the excessive use comes from us not having spaces like the one that you have created here with us, Dre. And so my final word is to just thank you as well, because this is a very important space for us to be able to say things and express things to people that we probably would have never had other conversations with.
No doubt. I definitely found out about that earlier about Rich Homie Quan I hope I said his name right? Rich Homie
Yeah.
Kumar. Okay, yeah. And I seen a video where he said something. I don't know. He was on the podcast though, but one thing I do want to say is, man, like everybody, that whether it's, Brian Harley or Cal, and they got something going on, man, support them, rock with them, because a lot of people want to, really be in tune to what you got going on or really be in tune to you, but then it's too late, and it's like, now they're gone now. And it's like, it's crazy. It's really crazy how everybody pop out and show everybody, soon, somebody pass away or whatever. But, soon as we hear, it's like nobody cares or whatever. So, but yeah, man, it's definitely crazy though. One thing I will say though, real fast, I definitely want to shout out to all the Paralympic athletes out there that's doing the thing in the Paralympics. Though I might be the first one because the other day it blew my mind, and I don't, I believe I saw it before, but I'm like, yo, man, you telling me it's people out here that got no legs, no arms, or whatever like that, and they doing it? So, and it said Paris 2024, and I was like, well, the Olympics was like 2 weeks ago, but it's the Paralympics. People in the wheelchairs, people with no arms. Man, the men basketball is literally my favorite, or just basketball. These guys be falling over their chairs and everything like that. And I'm like, man, it's entertaining, but it's also real cool representation, seeing stuff like that. So I definitely wanted to say that though.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna get a few of them on the pod one day.
Yeah,
for sure. That'd be
that'd
awesome.
be cool.
Them on the pod one day.
Yeah,
man.
But hey, Cal, also, man, any final thoughts, man? Appreciate you definitely coming on too.
Well, thank you for having me on. Thank you for having me on. You and I, actually, everybody here, will be talking soon because I'll be shameless plug for myself. I'll be bringing my content back very soon. A for able, talking mental health, talking living with disabilities and everything else and what have you. So I will be I will be looking out for people to talk to and talk with. And as far as tonight's conversation, I appreciate having it because we need more conversations like these, even the ones that made us feel like uncomfortable. There were times during the talk with about the coach and what happened to the woman and her abusive boyfriend that made me cringe. But it's an important conversation that we need to have. When do you know when to mind your business or when can you intervene? Because there are times where that can happen too. Unfortunately, we don't live in a fair world. We never have. So when do you know? Like that means not even good deeds. That saying, good. No good deed goes unpunished. That's an example right there of what happened with the PE coach. Mm-hmm. So just be aware of your surroundings. Phone calls can go a long way. And if you feel like you have to say something or do something, please make sure that you assess the situation first, because I know it's hard. As an emotional guy myself, it is hard sometimes not to think emotionally. But at least try to assess the situation first before you do anything reckless, because no one deserves to get beat. No one deserves to lose their lives. And if you have kids, those kids do not deserve to be traumatized, and have to deal with all that they're dealing with. But realistically, this is the world we live in, and I will leave it at that.
Hey, Dre, real quick, one more thing real fast, and I'm not trying to open another topic. I know we about to bounce, but yo, have y'all also heard about that shit that's going on in Colorado? And Harley, I wanted to mention this with you. Chicago also now, where the Venezuelan gangs is fucking trying to take over.
Oh yeah,
they're not doing shit out here.
That is.
They're making content out here. They're not doing shit out here. They walking out around the old block. They're walking at 2 a.m. People are asleep. They're not really causing. I don't know what they're doing in Colorado, but they're not really causing a ruckus up here because You're not gonna cause a ruckus up here. I'm gonna just say that they're not doing that. They making content though, and it's cool. Like, but they making content. They making content. They not.
I'm saying, remember, yo. One thing that I forgot a little bit because everything be going on. King, yeah, my dog is flipping. I don't know what the fuck is going on. See, I'm always paranoid, but remember all them immigrants that were crossing, that they were just letting across the border and shit like that. It was like drones on them, and then you saw like the different interviews that even like CNN and shit was doing. They were like, "Hey, where are you going?" It was like Atlanta. Hey, where you going? Or Mexico. And it was a whole bunch of different fucking people. Well, they're saying like, if you notice on the news a lot now, you have a lot of fucking stories, whatever kind of picture they're trying to paint. I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot of stories with immigrants. There was like sleeping in airports. It's a lot of really weird shit going on right now. And that draws me back. I'm telling y'all right now, watch that Netflix special, The Conspiracies of the Octopus. All of the shit that's happening now is in that shit, and it's been happening for fucking decades. The same thing around election time, especially. All this shit continuously happens. All this shit continuously happens, bro. Now that I said it, y'all gonna see it. In Venezuela, they're taking over like apartment complexes. There's fucking gangs of people that are just taking over places. They're charging people rent. Shit is going wild. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but it's what's going on if you're interested. So
definitely. I definitely will be checking that out though. I was telling you before the episode. I saw one episode, but I definitely gotta get in the rest though. But you guys, man, another episode of Beyond 1130 in the books, episode 8, man. We'll be back at it next week with episode 9, and then we're gonna wrap it up with season 3 with episode 10 at the 1130 podcast show. We'll be back, you guys, man, in a couple of weeks. So that's gonna be fun, man, for real. But like I said, another episode in the books, man. It's been great. Appreciate everyone tuning in, man, on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube. For myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, Harley, Brian B, and Kyle, man. Appreciate you for coming on as well. Shout out to Chanel. We're gonna see you guys next time, man. Peace, and stay safe, man. Peace.
Yeah.